A little birdie told me that you're moving to Denver and you're wondering what the weather is like. There's a saying here in Colorado that you come for the winters, but you stay for the summers. And for me, that statement can't be any more true. And in this video, you're gonna find out that same thing for yourself. Whenever I chat with out-of-towners that have never been to Colorado, they always ask how cold the weather is. So let's start with the season. Yes, here in Denver, we get all four, but Old Man Winter is one of my favorites. And I gotta tell you, the weathers aren't bad at all. Just to the west, you can do all sorts of outdoor activities in the winter. You can just go skiing, snowshoeing. It's not uncommon to get a winter storm that drops a foot or two of snow, and literally it can be melted within the next day or two. And while you're checking out those winter facts, here's a quick home buying tip for you. The best thing that you can do, in my opinion, is have a western or a southern facing driveway, because when we do get those colossal snowstorms, which they will and do happen, and then that sun that we get every day is gonna literally burn off all the remaining moisture, so you don't have to worry about your sidewalks and your driveways icing up. In January, February, there are gonna be some random days where we get 60-degree weather, so you can really get out, take a bike ride, walk the dogs around a lake, go to one of the parks here in the Denver metro area, and really get out and enjoy our sunny days, because we all know that the winter nights can feel oh so long sometimes. So next up is spring. It's awesome here. The city of Denver really starts buzzing in the springtime. People are everywhere. They're walking their dogs, taking bike rides through the city trail systems. People running and rollerblading, and hiking trails start to get packed. It's really a great time to be alive, springtime. So without further ado, here are those springtime facts. Together, the city and county of Denver offer more than 200 parks. This equals endless urban recreation. The public parks of Denver are open again year-round for recreation, and they offer everything from just walking trails to motorized boating. Now let's talk about that mortgage and home buying tip for the springtime. In the start of the year, mortgage interest rates are oftentimes the lowest that you will have in the entire year. And here's why. Mortgage servicers at the start of the year, in the first 2 quarters, they really want to get mortgage transactions on their books. What that does, it really pads their balance sheets, and it really kicks off the year for their asset and equity growth. Also, when you're buying a home in the springtime here in the Denver metro area, there's often less buyer competition. So really what you're going to find is less bidding wars that drive prices up. So you can actually just really analyze the asset a little bit more here in the springtime part of the year. Which brings us to summer, and oh my gosh, you're gonna love summertime here in Denver. It's fantastic. So there's concerts, Red Rocks, there's golfing, there's hiking, there's rafting, there's pretty much anything you can imagine here in our glorious state. But with all the sun that we get over 300 days a year, you need your sunblock. That is one huge thing that I didn't even realize when I moved here from Chicago, how intense the sun is, and boy is it hot here in the summertime. So here are the average temperatures in summer. Now the averages are gonna show you some really nice temperatures, but I have noticed there's been a lot of 90 and 100-degree days. When you hit those 100-degree temperatures here in summer, the sun feels like it's melting your skin off. So if you had a shaded front porch or a backyard that's underneath a tree, you're in luck. And the reason is it can be 20 degrees cooler in the shade than it is in the direct sunlight. Why? Because we don't have much humidity here in Colorado, AKA good hair days for you ladies. So if you're actually out looking for a property to purchase in the summer, your realtor oftentimes will show you what they call a swamp cooler. Now I do have to tell you about one of the bummers of summertime. It's wildfire season out here in the West. So as a resident, you're gonna hope for big snow totals in winter, and you're gonna hope for that springtime rain, because the more moisture we get in those first 2 seasons of the year, the lower the fire risk is up in the mountain. And I'm sure you can agree with me, camping is so much sweeter when you can roast a marshmallow over a campfire versus not having any s'mores at all. Okay, now let's button this video up with fall, which is my favorite time of the year. There's warm days, there's cool nights, you're gonna sleep with the windows open, sleep like a baby, get your full 8 hours of rest, wake up refreshed. You know, the kids are getting back to school, it's football season, the breweries here in town are buzzing. Fall in Denver sure is a great time to be alive. I mean, just look at these average temps. Not only that, but the fall foliage is fantastic and spectacular, and so is those sunrises and sunsets. So honestly, no matter where you're moving from, I think you're really going to enjoy living here and getting out to enjoy nature in all of our glorious sunny days that we have here in Denver and in Colorado in general. So again, I encourage you to subscribe to my channel, hit that like button, and if you have any questions about getting pre-approved for a mortgage or refinancing a current one, there's a link in the description below where you can fill out a quick form and we can start the conversation. So that's it. Take care. Till next time, stay sweet.